So we're going to take a little break from game to talk about the tiers of the runners. We're going to go from left to right. So we're going to start with the Destroyer. This is a shell that I have experience with because I played this for a good while. There are a few things I like. There are a few things I don't like. So as you can see on the right, I'll have the abilities of each shell as I talk about them, and then we'll place them in S to D tier. I'm going to be really harsh because there's such a small amount of runners here, as well as when I talk about the runners, it'll be as if it were in a team setting of 3, not as an individual. If you guys would want an individual runners setting video, I will do it. So just let me know in the comments because I am going to put this on YouTube. So as I said, we're going to start off with the Destroyer. As I said, I have a lot of experience with this character. It is the character that I started playing and was going to play pretty much as my main, which I then switched off. The things I like is it's a very basic and easy way to understand the frame. Well, when I say frame, I mean shell, but you get the point. It is the basic bitch shell. You know, it's the easy to understand basic one that we all start out with. Is 4 abilities. And I'm gonna go through these bottom to top. Tactical sprint, absolutely hate it. I get the point is to move faster, but it builds up your heat faster, which is a massive issue when you play the Destroyer class, is that your heat builds up a lot and very quickly, and it doesn't go away very quickly, at least at the beginning. I really like his thruster ability. It's really cool. It's really helpful in fights, but again, it builds up the heat. The Riot Barricade, I didn't really use it much when I played him. I felt that it just died very, very quickly. I couldn't really defend my teammates with it, and it puts you in a position where you are basically like you're just defensive. You have no ability to be offensive. If it was like a half shield where you could shoot over it with reduced accuracy, I feel like that would be more interesting or better. It's fine, but it's not the best. His prime ability being Search and Destroy, which is when you hit an enemy 3 times or so, it launches a barrage of missiles. This lasts for a very long time, but the hitting portion is a bit weird. So for that, I am going to put him in the B tier. I feel like he's just fine. He doesn't do anything exceptional. He doesn't do anything terribly. Moving on to the second frame, Vandal. Vandal is one of the shells that I haven't played much with. Vandal is very movement based, so if you like movement characters, that is going to be your thing. The Disruption Cannon is kind of the main ability that you use, which I think is it's a unique enough ability. It doesn't deal a lot of damage. It just is kind of meant to push people away. Other than that, the double jump and the power slide are really nice. I think the prime ability is kind of meh. It doesn't really give you any use in combat other than running away. I don't have much else to say about Vandal. So, unfortunately, I'm putting Vandal in C tier. Again, not terrible, and it's going to depend on how your team plays and how you play. But for me, it's a C tier, and we know my opinions are always right. Recon. Pretty self-explanatory. When playing on Recon, your main thing is locating other characters. You're also invisible to pings and you'll be told when you are pinged. So there's a lot of basically just sitting around, sitting at the back line, making sure your team knows where people are. The tracker drone is cool. It's very annoying to deal with when you're playing against it. And the Echo Pulse is very, very useful. And if you have a recon on your team and they know how to use their abilities well, they are going to be a pain in the ass for everyone. Which is why I am going to put recon in the... I don't know if I should put recon in the A or B tier. I'm going to put her in... Can I swap them? Yeah. I reckon recon's above destroyer, but still not the, like, I don't think it's an A tier. I don't think it's a necessary... Actually, no, it's going to go in A tier. I think it's, if you don't like any others, this is a good choice to have in your team. Moving on to our fourth, we have the Assassin. The Assassin is about stealth and getting close to the enemy without realizing. And if you've played this game, you know the invisibility is very, very good. It's basically, like, in the dark, you're not going to see a assassin if you're not paying attention. The abilities that they have basically make them invisible in smoke, give them a dive that makes smoke around them and turns them invisible, an active camo that you can activate if you have the ability ready, and a large smoke screen that will turn you invisible when you enter the smoke. This is insanely good if you're good at it. I've seen some terrible assassins, and they just make it hard. But if you can get a good assassin, then they are absolutely worth it, and I think it is a must-have. We're on too high. S tier. I absolutely think Assassin is an S tier pick if you have a good one. If you don't have a good one, it's going to be a little bit more difficult. Why is it stuck on that? Moving on to another pick that I'm going to say is S tier. Triage. Triage is your medic class. Actually, let's just get rid of D tier. We don't need a D tier. Triage is your medic class. They have some great abilities, as you can read here. The med drone is insanely powerful if you know how to use it, and you can keep it up constantly. The reboot ability, which is the prime ability, also absolutely insane from distance, where you can revive 2 teammates from completely gone or downed. The shareware as well. And if you don't know what shareware is, basically anyone with a medical drone, if you get a buff, they also get that buff, which is crazy to think about how you can play that with other teammates. I don't need to convince you all. We all know that Triage is an S tier pick and it goes above Assassin. Moving on to our last team-based frame, Thief. Thief is my main. I love playing Thief. I know that she is not the most useful, but the pickpocket drone. Now, I have a unique way of playing Thief. I don't use the pickpocket drone to actually take things off people. I use it as a scout. I send it out, I look through things. If I think someone's there, I'm going to look around for them using it. Not only that, but the grapple device, I like the movement. And I feel like it comes back fast enough for it to matter. As well as the X-ray visor is great to have in situations where you're going for lockboxes or opening rooms. It lets you see the rarity of things inside the box, so you can get the better loot. I might be biased, but I'm going to put Thief in the A tier, and I'm going to put them above. No, they can go below Recon. I think good recon is probably going to be better. But I love me some thief action, and it's my fucking video. Now moving on to everyone's least favorite character, Rook. Rook is designed as a solo player. You cannot go into a team with a Rook, and they load in after everyone else has started the match. Basically, Rook is completely to fuck you over. You go in, you run around. If you play Rook, you are not going in for fights. You're going in to watch the fights happen, and when everyone leaves, you get whatever was left behind. Or you take out the team that was just in a fight and they're all healing and they're not ready for you to come in. I have been fucked over by some really good Rooks in my time playing. I hate Rooks. I have also played Rook and I'm terrible at it. His two abilities are one called Signal Mask, as you can see, which lets him basically blend in with any UESC robots, so the AI robots. You can blend in with them for a short period of time, or Recuperation with your Prime ability, which lets you just heal over time. Which, as I was saying, if you're a good Rook, you can play the game well, but it's a very difficult thing to get into. I'm going to put Rook in the A tier behind Thief. So this is how I'm currently ranking things, with Assassin and Triage being A tiers or S tiers as must picks, Recon, Thief and Rook as A tiers. Obviously Rook is a solo pick, but I think Recon and Thief are definitely good choices to have. Destroyer, if you don't know how to play anything else, it's a good choice. I don't think I'd personally want a Destroyer in my team, but hey, what can you do? And Vandal, I don't think is useful at all. But that's just what I think. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and I will see you in the next video.